This is the third book in the Talisman 2 series, Certain Death. The story was written by Tammy Reese-Frankfurt and the pictures were drawn by Drew Wilson. Book 3, Certain Death. Chapter 1, The Dense Forest, is on page 1. Chapter 2, A Rustle in the Forest, is on page 3. Chapter 3, A Scent of Dog, is on page 5. Chapter 4, Samson Saves the Day, is on page 8. And Chapter 5, Escape, is on page 10. Chapter 1, The Dense Forest. As Mim and Zack walked on, the wood became a dense forest. Zack was not certain they were on the right path. He sensed that they were not alone in the forest.
"Shh! Listen!"
he hissed. The path descended into a dip. Zack and Mim stopped to rest. They had to decide which way to go. Mim saw some wild lettuce.
"This lettuce can help you relax,"
she said excitedly as she picked a bunch and stuffed it in her bag. Zack heard a rustle. Did he glimpse a shadow? Chapter 2, A Rustle in the Forest. Zack felt his muscles tense up. He glanced about him.
"I think we're being watched."
"Nonsense,"
Mim said as she danced up to Samson and placed a daisy chain around his neck. Zack listened for the rustle again.
"Did you hear that?"
His voice was tense. He glanced about him. He was certain a shadow was following them. Soon, the sun descended into a golden horizon. The moon ascended into the purple sky. It lit up the forest below. The night dew glistened on the leaves. Chapter 3, A Scent of Dog. Zack smelled a scent of dog. Then he spotted 6 yellow eyes. They were dancing about in the black night. 6 eyes, 3 heads, but only 1 body. It was Cerberus, the 3-headed hound. Cerberus lunged at them, growling and snapping. Each fierce head jostled the others to get closer to them. Zack and Mim were in a trance. They could not move. They gazed into the evil yellow eyes. They looked into the first pair of eyes, where they saw the past, their younger selves. Then they looked into the second pair of eyes. They saw themselves in the present. Finally, they looked into the third pair of eyes. They saw themselves in the future, all old and wrinkled. They were fascinated. They could not pull themselves away. Chapter 4, Samson Saves the Day. Suddenly, Mim felt a sharp kick.
"Ouch!
She winced.
That hurt."
Samson's kick had broken the spell.
"Zack, wake up!"
She forced Zack to wake up. Cerberus was looming closer. Its fur was bristling. Its muscles glistened in the moonlight.
"There's no chance of getting away!"
Zack kept his voice low.
"I can feed them cakes. That might pacify them."
Mim hissed. Mim took out the last 2 honey cakes and threw them to the baying hound. 2 heads snapped them up. Soothed by the sweet honey, they fell into a sleep, but the 3rd head was angry and ready to pounce. Mim grabbed the talisman from Zack. There was a flash. She found she was holding a magic harp. The harp was playing a lovely, soothing tune. Chapter 5, Escape. The hound began to sway. Its legs collapsed into a heap. Cerberus fell into a deep sleep. The 3 heads nestled on the soft grass. So did Samson.
"Samson, wake up!"
Mim jabbed the sleeping mule.
You weren't supposed to fall asleep. Now's our chance to escape.
Mim yanked Samson to his feet.
Let's quit this scene.
Zack and Mim raced away as fast as they could. They did not glance back, even once,
I didn't know you played the harp.
said Zack.
Neither did I.
Said Mim. The end! See ya!
You